are we but wanderers chasing the ghosts of time? And why do we find ourselves mesmerized by the simple rising of a star? Today, we explore the solstice, the ultimate celestial heartbeat that dictates the rhythm of our very existence. Imagine a world where time isn't measured by ticking clocks, but by the angle of a shadow against a stone wall. We often wonder why some days feel like an endless summer dream while others vanish in a frantic blink. Our ancestors weren't just farmers. They were master astronomers who understood the solstice as a divine signal. They built these limestone giants to capture the exact moment when the sun reaches its highest or lowest point in the sky. The summer solstice occurs around June in the north, marking the peak of the sun's northern journey. It is a time of maximum vitality, where the world feels saturated in gold and possibilities. This is the longest day, a gift of time that feels like a reward for surviving the winter's bite. Every hour is stretched thin, allowing us to linger over cold drinks and warm conversations long after the clock says it's night. We move to the southern hemisphere, showing a contrasting December scene where Australian beaches are packed with surfers under a relentless heat haze. We then see a wide-angle lens view of a bustling outdoor market in Scandinavia, where the midnight sun keeps the city alive and buzzing at 11 p.m. We see the traveler walking along a ridge as the sun begins to set slightly earlier than the day before, a single golden leaf falling to the ground. We often celebrate the solstice as a static event, but it is actually the most dynamic moment of the year. The Earth's tilt begins to pull us away, tilting the northern hemisphere into the long, cold shadow of space. We see a lone cabin in the middle of a vast, snowy tundra, its small windows glowing with a warm, inviting orange light. The traveler is seen standing in the snow, their breath visible as a white cloud, looking up at a sky that is more stars than blue. The silence inside the cabin is thick and heavy, a contrast to the frantic energy of the summer scenes we saw before. There is a strange, haunting beauty in this shortest day that the summer can never replicate. In the winter solstice, the world is stripped of its distractions, revealing the skeletal grace of the trees and the raw power of the cold. The southern hemisphere in June, showing the misty mountains of New Zealand where the winter solstice is marked by the Matariki star cluster. We see indigenous people gathered around a large bonfire, their faces glowing as they chant ancient songs to the cold night sky. The sun has reached its lowest point, and for a few days it seems to stand still, a phenomenon called solstitium in Latin. It is the ultimate cliffhanger of the natural world, a pause in the cosmic breath. This is the hidden truth of the solstice. The darkest moment is also the point of rebirth. Even as we shiver in the cold, the earth has already begun its tilt back toward the warmth. The shortest day is actually the birthday of the New Year's light. The snowy tundra is still cold, but the sun stays up for 1 minute longer than yesterday, a tiny but vital victory. We see the traveler carving a symbol of a sun into a piece of wood, a small ritual of gratitude for the cycle's return. The traveler walking through the mud, their boots heavy but their pace light as they follow the path of the water. Birds are seen returning to the trees, their songs filling the air with a sense of renewed hope and energy. This journey through the solstice is a journey through our own resilience and wonder. We realize that the light is not something we own, but something we borrow from the stars. It is the pulse of the planet, the breath of the seasons, and the guide for every traveler who has ever looked up. The traveler takes a deep breath, and we hear the sound of the wind softening into a whisper. Whether you are basking in the endless summer or huddling against the winter chill, remember the solstice's secret. The light will always return, and the dark will always give way to the dawn. It is the most reliable promise the universe has ever made to us. As you go about your days, take a moment to look up and feel the tilt of the world beneath your feet. You are part of this ancient rhythm, a dancer in the light of a star that never truly leaves us. Seek the solstice in your own life, finding the peak of your joy and the strength in your quietest nights.